Hey guys, Andrew here, and welcome to Sideshow Live. This is going to be a really exciting episode, and we're very excited to share it with you, but we did want to clarify a few things. Number one, about an hour after this episode was filmed, we were asked to leave the building, and we did. We are definitely working from our home studios now. But to clarify, number two, we're not going anywhere. Sideshow Live is still coming to you every single week, and we're still on all of our social media and every platform that we usually have. We still do. So please join us, and please join us for another episode of Sideshow Live. Here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sideshow. Woohoo! I'm Amy, and I'll be hosting the show for you today, and I have my co-host here, Andrew.
Hey guys.
We have a super show for you guys today. First up, Andrew and I will be going through our favorite comic book news stories of the month. Then we're going to take a look at the Abbey Chase premium format figure. Before we get started though, be sure to enter the March newsletter giveaway for a chance to win the Magneto exclusive 6-scale figure by Sideshow, as seen here by my lovely modeling assistant. Head to side.show/WINMAGNETO for your chance to win. Let's get started. Take it away, Andrew.
Hey guys, we are going to highlight all of our favorite comic book headlines from the past month or so. So without further ado, let's do the comic book headlines. And first and foremost, we're going to talk about the Batman and Wonder Woman statues in Leicester Square in London, complete with light features of the bat symbol and the lasso of truth. So this is to celebrate the 350th anniversary of Leicester Square itself, right?
Yes, and it's a big place for the film industry in London, so that's a really cool way to honor both the massive pop culture movies of nowadays and the history of that area in London.
I know that I'm personally very excited by the thought of a Batman and Wonder Woman actual fixture, like a statue you could go to, and fans are saying that they hope it's permanent too, but we don't have any news about that.
Yeah, currently it's scheduled to be there through June, but with current global events, I hope they leave it up a little bit longer so that more people have a chance to go and visit them when it is safe to do so.
Moving on to our next topic, we've learned in the past month that comic book artist Chris Anka will be working on the Into the Spider-Verse sequel. You know about that?
Yes, I'm very excited. They had a couple of important Spider-Man artists work on the first film, so it's always great to see them get more Marvel artists to really keep the movie kind of true to form.
I'm really excited to see how somebody who's already worked on Spider-Man in the comic books will bring it into the movie realm, especially a movie that is so true to the comic book form and keeps that comic book art style in mind. And I love how when Chris Anka actually posted about it on Twitter, he had that gif of Spider-Man. It was a good Spider-Man gif.
Yeah, the sad trade-off for that is that he has recently announced we're not going to get any new comic book work for him until about late summer. But I think that's an easy trade to make when the fact that we're getting a Into the Spider-Verse sequel in general is in the pipeline. So I hope he takes his time and does some really cool work because I'm sure his mark on that film will be pretty evident.
You've got to take your time to make specific comic books, including the next comic book that we're going to be talking about from Vault Comics. It's the Vampire Masquerade comics, which is based off of an RPG game.
Yes. So Vampire the Masquerade, been like 20 years, very, very popular, kind of the darker, more gothic D&D for fans who enjoy that kind of role-playing. The comic is being headlined by Tim Seeley and Teenie Howard, who did previously work together on Hack and Slash, so we know that they can do that kind of monster gore style. And I know Teenie is an avid player of Vampire the Masquerade, so it's going to be very authentic to the world of the vampire kind of monarchy and all the clans that are fighting one another.
Yeah, it's really cool to see an RPG taken to a comic book level because it's a whole different way to explore that world, and it seems like they're going to include a way that you can play in the comic book world too, right?
Yes, so if you guys know me from the Comics Hall, I'm always an advocate of picking up books monthly. This will come out in July, and for those who buy the book when it comes out in single issues, they are including back bonus material that allows players of Vampire the Masquerade to integrate the comic book storyline as their RPG storyline. So they're basically providing you not only a comic book reading experience, but additional material for your role-playing game, which is really cool.
It sounds really cool, and I'm hoping that I get to play it. This is not the only adaptation of comics either, because in words, I know them. So there was a comic launched in 2006 by Tracy Butler called Lackadaisy, and there's currently a Kickstarter to get an animation series for it. Animation series or?
I think the ultimate hope is animation series. It's one of those things where it's like it's a proof of concept, but they are fully funded for a 10-minute animated short. I think one of the stretch goals is actually a post-credit scene featuring one of the kind of more villainous characters. But that's really exciting. Tracy Butler has paired with, remind me of the name, Fable Siegel from Has Been Hotel, which was an animation that launched on YouTube this year.
Yeah.
And C. Spike Trotman from Iron Circus Comics. So they're going to be printing new copies of Lackadaisy and some of the bonus materials, and then bringing this to an animation. They've already got voice actors and everything.
Yeah, so I've got the voice actors right here. Let's go over some of that. We're gonna have Michael Kovac as Rocky Rickaby, the Rum Runner, which is really a nice little tongue twister there. The names are just as good as words. Belshebber Rusape as Calvin Freckle McMurray, the Muscle. Lisa Raymold as Ivy Pepper, the fast-talking dancer. Ash Wagner as Mitzi May, the former musician. And Sungwon Cho as Mordecai Heller, the calculating hitman. This is a really interesting comic series that's set in like a Prohibition era St. Louis, and it's got all of the appeal of like the sneaky speakeasy vibe, those kind of grimy streets but lively areas.
Yeah, and I think we kind of buried the lead. All the main characters in the series are cats. It's actually it's St. Louis 1920s, but every character is an animal, and the primary cast is cats. So it's I mean, even just from the Rocky Rickaby the Rum Runner, you've got that like fun, snappy, jazzy attitude. But this is one of the internet's most enduring webcomics. Launched in 2006, it even got Eisner nominations. So this is kind of one of those stories that has stood the test of time, and it's actually cool that it was fully funded in 6 hours for a 10-minute animation, and who knows, because the campaign still has 30 days in it, and so we could see a Lackadaisy animated series. I mean, the clamor for the Critical Role animated series launched it into a full 2-season show on Amazon, so who knows where Lackadaisy is going to go, but the Kickstarter is just the beginning.
This could go anywhere. The Kickstarter goes until April 17th, so if you want to check it out, you absolutely should. Let us know what you're most excited for in that chat below. And Amy, let's move on.
All right, we are going to take a quick video break, and then we'll be right back with Abbey Chase. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to Abbey Chase for joining us here. We've got the Abbey Chase premium format figure by Sideshow Collectibles right here between us. This is a quarter scale collectible inspired by J. Scott Campbell's iconic Danger Girl comic series. So, Andrew,
yeah,
what do you think of Abbey Chase?
Abbey Chase, can we say a bad word? I'm gonna say she's BA, okay? I don't want to, get in trouble here.
Blonde and awesome.
She's blonde and awesome. And let's look at her.
Yeah, let's take a turn around. So this is a really cool piece because as we rotate, this is a mixed media piece. The pants are cut and sew, but the shirt and her gloves are sculpted. But if you guys can see on the back of her shirt, she does have a kind of a sheer effect. The paint on this really kind of emphasizes that it looks like she's got a sheer backed shirt, which is really cool. You see those really cool stylish side panels on her pants, and they lead into her sculpted boots, which look, oh my God, they look like every leather pair of awesome boots. Let me see. There we go. We're good?
I love how you're able to see the motion of this pose, but she's still so sturdy. It's really hard to see in many different statues, kind of the sturdiness and the motion at the same time.
Yeah.
And she gets it. She pulls off this confidence in this slight movement, but it's so nice, and with the flames coming around it, oh.
Yeah, the motion of the flames really sets off the action, the cool walk through the flames. It's got the James Bond style intro, but we were coming up with all the different spy things that she makes us think of, but she's so uniquely Danger Girl. And she's not the Danger Girl. She is the field leader of Danger Girl, but she's part of the organization Danger Girl. But she's arguably one of the coolest, even though all the ladies are super cool in Danger Girl.
They're all pretty talented, but the fact that she already worked as kind of like a treasure hunter before the whole thing, like, just makes it even cooler.
Yeah, what a resume to have. She's like, oh, you know, this spy thing is just my side gig. I used to do treasure hunting, and I know all the languages.
Yeah, so how many languages do you know, real quick? How many languages do you know?
Pretty much all
I know
of
more.
them.
I know more.
Honestly, though, you've seen this also with other pieces that Sideshow has produced with J. Scott Campbell. The uncanny likeness of the artwork turned into a three-dimensional statue. I mean, even the coloring is very purposeful to capture that awesome style. Thank you, Andrew, for grabbing that.
Yeah.
Just the portrait and the hairstyle, the motion of the piece and the attitude is so perfectly J. Scott Campbell in a three-dimensional collectible, which is what blows my mind about this piece every time I see it. It is in stock on our website right now, and there are 2 editions available. There's the exclusive and the collector. Now, the exclusive edition does come with this metal printed art plate that you can display alongside the statue. It comes with a nice gray, kind of gunmetal gray base that matches the statue's base, and it's a very nice and sleek metal art piece that has some of the concept art that you can see how faithfully the J. Scott Campbell illustration translates into the three-dimensional statue, which I think is really cool. And I like that there's also sketchy versions of the artwork included, some turnarounds, so you can see all the thought that went into this on J. Scott Campbell's part as he worked with the Sideshow team to create this. Now, the Abbey exclusive edition is low stock on our website, but it is in stock. You can get free US shipping on this, and you can take $100 off if you use the code ABBEYEX, that's ABBEYEX. And then the collector edition, you can also take $100 off with the code ABBEYCOL, ABBEYCOL, and there is free US shipping on that as well. These are in stock. $100 off, you can get it sent to you real fast, and the exclusive with this cool metal art plate is low stock. So, I mean, if you're a fan of J. Scott Campbell, if you're a fan of action ladies, spy films, or just beautiful statue design in general, this is a kind of quintessential piece.
It's really wonderful to see, especially with that exclusive piece. I don't know, if I had to describe all of this in one word, it would be fluidity. Because it flows perfectly from the page, you know, from the designs through the piece, and then of course the piece itself is so fluid with the flames around it, and just the sweeping curves and motion of it all. It's incredible.
If I got one word, I would say attitude. She is all attitude all the time, and I'm not just biased because she and I have pretty similar names. No, she's a really, really cool hero, and perfect for comic book fans. I mean, this fits in so many different collections. So if you guys are at all hesitating, please go to our website. You can go to side.show/AbbeyChasePF to check out, and then you can toggle between the exclusive and the collector edition. But I'd say if the collector edition or the exclusive edition is available, why not get it? You get this really cool additional display piece that can go with the statue or elsewhere in your collection. Wow. Okay, so this has been an amazing show today. What a privilege getting to host for you guys. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Took a look at some awesome headlines. We had a cool video break, and we got to take a look at the Abbey Chase premium format figure. So that was a pretty eventful show. So don't forget to head to side.show/WINMAGNETO for a chance to win Sideshow's Magneto 6-scale figure. This contest ends on March 31st at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so don't delay. You guys have been such an awesome audience. Thank you guys for joining us here today. Make sure you head to side.show/LYGSS and join the Facebook group. Not only is it a great community, but they also have their very own studio and go live every day. Sometimes you can even win stuff like print proofs and figures, so I would recommend checking it out because that's pretty cool. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Sideshow Live. We had a really great time, and we hope you did too. We're going to keep coming to you week to week with new episodes and new content. So until then, don't forget to stay in Sideshow.